Why? Why don't I have a motorcycle that turns into a robot that helps me pilot a bigger robot? Why don't I have a motorcycle?
Hey, what's up, my peoples? Emgo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Go Busters MBAF, Red Buster, and Cheetah Nick. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have Cheetah Nick and Red Buster. That's right, it's time for Buster. On this side, you just have their butt shots for some reason. Butt shots. I don't know why. On the other side, you have a front view. On the bottom, you have the actual Cheetah Nick and Red Buster from the show. On the top, you have some nice Go Busters artwork. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. He does this, he does that, he does the other, and he does South Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have Red Buster and Cheetah Nick, and this is a pretty cool little set. I got this a long time ago, but yeah. So first we'll take a look at the little Red Buster figure that is included here. We'll put Cheetah Nick off to the side. So here is the Red Buster figure that is included. This is by no means a figure art. This is a very simplified figure here, but we'll get in close here on the head sculpt. The head sculpt is nice. I think the detail work on the helmet looks really good. You know, all the details are picked out in black as they should be. You got the silver eyes there. Got the nice metallic red visor. Nice silver paint there. I mean, it looks good. I mean, all the molding is there. You got the silver zipper, got the buckle right there. Little Go Busters logo. Actually picked out in silver. Come down here, you got the morphin brace. None of it is picked out in paint, but still nicely molded. Right there. You got some molded detail on the gloves. Down to the pants, the boots. The boots have some molded details, but again, nothing's picked out in paint. On the back, you just get a bunch of screw holes and the straps right here on the back. There you go. Articulation-wise, his head is it on a ball joint? Feels like it's on a ball joint. I'm not sure. It doesn't really wiggle from side to side. You do get some up and down movement. You do get full rotation, but you don't really get any side-to-side movement. Just you can look up a little bit. You can look down a little bit. That's pretty much it. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. They can go all the way up. There is no elbow joint whatsoever. And this is where my tongue stops working. His arm is just in this fixed position right here. He does have a wrist swivel. Nothing at the waist. The hips are on a ball joint, but they're a little limited. They can go forward pretty much all the way. They can go back that far. Outward movement is only that far. Knee joint with slightly over 90 degrees of bend, and you do get a swivel at the top of his boot there. That's it. So very simple articulation, and he is kind of hard to stand. He doesn't like to stand. It's just his legs are just kind of oddly molded, so his feet are never really under him. So it's really kind of weird to get him to stand up. Let's see. Come on, man. Come on. You can do it. Sometimes it helps if you kind of actually like spread his feet out a little bit, just rotate them out. I find that helps a little bit, but not much right now. But just for a quick comparison, here it is with the Kyoto Red figure that came with the Dino Chaser. You can see it's, pretty much the same style of figure, very simplified. But all the details are there that need to be. But, of course, not all picked out in paint, but there you go. So, there you have that. He does include his weapons, if he'll stand. He does include his Ichigan Buster, right? See, he just passed out. The very sight of the Ichigan Buster was like, oh, it's too much. It's just too much power. So here's the Ichigan Buster right here in its gun mode. And again, like most of the weapons that come with these little gimmick figures, all the molded detail is there. Like all the detail that's supposed to be there is there. Just unfortunately, none of it is picked out in paint. But of course, if you want them fully decked out, then you can always pick up the figure arts versions, because those are very nicely done. Those are beautiful. So there is the Ichigan Buster. And he does include the Sogan blade right there in its sword mode. And again, all the molded detail is there, and it's very nicely done. But again, none of it's picked out in paint. But there you go. So if we can pick him back up, I think he saw a chicken. I think that's what happened. He might have saw a chicken somewhere. Do I have any chickens around here? I don't have any chickens around here. Are there any chicken formers around here? I don't have any chicken transformers now. I had a couple birds, but no chickens. Might have mistook one for a chicken. It happens. Happens all the time. Happens to me. I know that. Anyway, let's get these in his hand here. If I can. A little hard to get the Ichigan Buster in his hand. Actually, we'll do this. We'll put the Sogan blade in this hand. How about that? Get the Sogan blade in this hand. There we go. That works a bit better. And put the Ichigan Buster in his right hand. Like that, and there you go. So now he's armed up. Right there. He can pew pew, bang bang, and he can slice and dice all he wants. So there you go. So you got Red Buster, who still kind of doesn't want to stand. Now he wants to be front heavy. So, there you have that. So now we will bring in his partner in crime, or his partner in justice, rather, Cheetah Nick right here. So you know what? If you're going to keep passing out, just stay over there. You're in timeout, buddy. You're in timeout. I'm going to put you in a chicken coop. That's punishment. But here is Cheetah Nick in his motorcycle mode. I do quite like this. I think this is really cool. Very nicely done. Right here you can see the cheetah face done very nicely. You got some nice gold paint there. Nice silver in the eyes. Nice black around here. Got some gold in the ears. And a very nice shiny paint. It's not a metallic paint. It's just a real glossy red paint that they used. It looks very nice. And you got some silver right here, some gold. The engine block is molded there. None of it is picked out in paint, but the engine block you can pretty much make that. You do get a little bit of silver paint right there. You do get some more silver towards the back right here with the suspension and everything. You can see Cheetah Nick's hands are just hanging out there. He does have visible hand syndrome, but hey, right there you have Cheetah Nick's face just poking out at you. That is screen accurate, so that's, that is accurate visible head syndrome. And, due to his head being on a ball joint, you actually can kind of steer the bike a little bit. This must get awkward during long trips because it's like, Nick, stop staring at me. Nick, stop staring at me, Nick. That probably gets annoying. Anyway, you can rotate the front wheel. It's on a ratchet here. That's more for transformation than anything else. But you can rotate it. But again, you do get some of that nice red paint on the back here. You do get some gold. On this side, you have the big exhaust pipe right there. There you go. He does have the kickstand here that you can, flip up or leave down if you want. I mean, if you want to display it by itself, you have to leave the kickstand down because it's the only thing that will keep it up. Because if you flip this up, it's not staying up on its own. So definitely needs the kickstand. If you actually have Red Buster on it, you can have, just have Red Buster with a foot down and that'll hold it up just fine. But there you go. And the wheels do roll. Nice and smooth. So that's always a plus. And for comparison, here it is with the Dino Chaser, which you gotta put its feet down and hold it up. There you go. So here it is with the Dino Chaser. Just so you can see how it scales. Obviously way smaller than the Dino Chaser from Kyoryuger. So there you have that. So yeah, so to transform him into his Bodyroi mode, you just want to come back here and you want to untab these sections right here. They tab up right in there. And as you see, they tab in very securely. And once you do that, you just want to split this tire right here. And you just want to bring up the... Actually, before I do that, let me show off the most important thing. Before I transform him, get this peg back together. Hold up. Get this peg back in here. Boop. Get that side in. Get that side in. I pretty much forgot the most important part here, which is to actually put Red Buster on the bike. Emgo! How dare you almost forget to do that, Emgo? So yeah, obviously he can't hold his weapons if you want to do this. I mean, you can leave him holding one weapon if you want, but unfortunately there is no weapon storage on this. You just have to leave him off to the side. But we'll just get him into a sitting position here. Get his hands on the handlebars. Right there. You can kind of position his feet there. Like that. There we go. And, with a little bit of articulation his head has, you can actually have him kind of looking forward. There we get the standing. There you go. So you have Red Buster on his motorcycle. And I think that's a pretty good scale. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the motorcycle could be a little bit bigger, or maybe he could be a little bit smaller. I don't know. But that seems okay to me. And that works for me. So, there you have that. So. Put him off to the side. You can go pass out over there. And now we'll turn this guy into his bodyroid mode here. So flip up the kickstand. Again, untab this. Right here. Split the wheel. Bring these sections up. Like that. You don't tab in or anything. Oh, you want to flip up the little footrest right here. Flip those up. Right there. There are his arms. Then you just take his legs. You unfold them. And you just split that. It does tap together. It came undone on its own there, but you just split the legs right there. And then you just take this whole backpack and just bring it down like that. And just rotate the wheel 90 degrees. That's as far as it goes. That's as flush as it goes against his back. Yeah, he does have a pretty huge backpack, but there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, there you go. There you have Cheetah Nick in his robot mode. So there you go. Your buddy Roy Cheetah Nick. Again, we're getting close here. All the head sculpt. It's a nice head sculpt. Actually, the green paint they used really pops. I think they did a good job picking out the details there. Those little handlebars. Right there. And again, that nice glossy red paint here. Nice gloss black they used. Nice silver paint going down his arms. A lot of silver paint here on the shins, on his feet. So, pretty cool. Pretty well done. Like I said, the only thing that's really very sloppy looking is just the humongous backpack on him. And there's nothing you can do about it. This is as far as it goes. There's no way to compress this anymore. So, that does suck, but hey, it is what it is. Now, articulation-wise, for Cheetah Nick, his head is on a little bit of a ball joint. You can get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. Not really any up and down whatsoever, just due to all this stuff right behind his head. So you can't really move his head up. Can't really move it down either, like a hair. Pretty much like, that's it. Just got some little silver details picked out there on his cheeks, which is nice. And you get a little bit of side-to-side movement. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out, but only that far. That's pretty much all you're going to get from him. You do get a bicep swivel, although on mine it's really tight, but you do get a bicep swivel. You do get an elbow joint with under 90 degrees of bend there. He does have a wrist swivel. Hips are on a ball joint again, and very squeaky. So you can go forward about that much, go backward that much. They can squeak a lot more. Outward movements, that's pretty much as far as you're going to get. You do get a little bit of swivel there due to that ball joint. I just felt like doing that. Now, due to transformation, his knees have a full bend to them. Right there, and his feet are on a ball joint, so you actually get some good upward movement, a little bit of downward movement, and you do get a little bit of ankle tilt there. So there you go. That's popped off while I was showing off everything, but as you can see here, the wheels do become two guns for him. You can see the barrels right there, which is pretty cool. And I think he only used these on the show maybe once. I think he used them once, maybe twice. I remember once he definitely did. He used it against Enter. I know he did like a flying leap and shot enter. But I don't remember if he ever used it again. I only remember him doing that once, so I don't remember. But yeah, he didn't use these guns a lot on the show, regardless. But and they're just clipped onto his forearm. So if you don't like these, you can always just pop them right off. They just clip around his forearm, and there's a post right there that goes into a port on his forearm there. So when you're clipping these back on, you just line up that post right there and just boop right there. That just solidifies the connection a little bit more for you. So, me personally, I don't display him with these on, as we just pop them off. Makes them look a lot better. So, there you go. Hey, you stand, man. I know you got a lot of backpack, but come on. And he does have very long heel spurs, too. Because they knew with all that backpack, he's going to need them. So, there you go. So we have that, and I'm dropping things. I'm just dropping. Hey! Dropping things. People are just falling over. It's pandemonium. It's pandalirium. Pandas everywhere, man. Pandas everywhere. Let's get this guy standing here. Give him back his weapons. So we can get him side by side. The best review ever. And by best, I mean a total disaster. But hey, I'm not going to cut any of it out. I don't care. I'm going to suffer, you're going to suffer with me. That's the way I see things. That's the way this works. It's a mutual relationship here. So there we have Red Buster and Cheetah Nick. And you can see Cheetah Nick's a little bit taller than Red Buster. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't remember. I think maybe they were like pretty much the exact same height. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I've watched Go Busters. But there you go. There you have them together. But they do look cool together. I mean, if you have the figure art, obviously it will look a lot better if you have the figure art standing next to this. Or you could just buy the figure art of Red Buster and the figure art of Cheetah Nick, and you don't have to worry about giant backpacks and all that. But again, this is a set that you can actually play with. You know, figure arts, for me, figure arts are more display pieces. They're just beautifully done figures, and you know, they're nice to look at, but I don't really consider them, you know, I don't consider them toys. They're not something that I take down, you know, I take them off the shelf and play with. You know, for me, figure arts are more display pieces. These are figures you can actually play with, so. As far as playability goes, I do like it. I do like the transforming aspect to it, so I dig it. It's a fun little set. So, like I said, I got this a long time ago, so I don't even remember where I bought this. I might have got this off eBay. I think either eBay or Amazon. I don't even remember where I got this, but you can always check the usual outlets. You know, Hobby Link Japan, CS Toys, Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Again, plenty of places where you can find stuff like this. Of course, there's always eBay, Amazon. Those are outlets as well. So yeah, you know, if this interests you in any way and you feel these are worth hunting down, then go for it. I mean, it's a neat little set. I like the novelty of it, of actually having a transforming Cheetah Nick, you know, like he does on the show. So that's pretty cool. So I think that's it. So don't forget that BigBadToyStore.com also has a selection of Super Sentai toys. You can always check them out, linked in the description down below. And you can also check out my Go Busters playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out M-Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Go Busters MBAF. And that stands for Morphing Bike and Figure, Red Buster and Cheetah Nick. And this is Emgo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Nick, we have to stop that Megazord. Yes, let's see if they're not too chicken to fight us fair. What? Chicken? Where? Oh, not again. Come on, Hiromu. Instead of fighting Megazords, I think the thing you need most is therapy.